She was the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize, the first person ever to win Nobel Prizes in two different scientific fields, the first female professor at the University of Paris. An element on the periodic table Curium-CM was named in her honor. This is the story of a woman whose courage, deep love for science, and relentless dedication changed the world. She is Marie Curie. Maria Skłodowska was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. Her parents were both educators, her father a physics and math teacher, her mother the head of a girls' school. Although they were educated, the family struggled financially, often due to political repression in Russian-occupied Poland. Tragedy struck early in her life. Marie lost both her sister and her mother during childhood, losses that left deep marks on her soul. In Poland, women were not allowed to attend official universities. But Marie didn't give up. She joined the Flying University, an underground education network that secretly taught women and promoted independent thinking. At the same time, she worked as a governess for wealthy families to save money for her and her sister's education. She studied late into the night, surrounded by books and driven by an unshakable thirst for knowledge. Eventually, Marie saved enough money to travel to Paris and enroll at the Sorbonne. It wasn't easy. She lived in a cold attic room, often skipping meals, but studied with intense determination. She graduated first in her class in physics, then continued in mathematics, finishing second in that class. In 1894, she met physicist Pierre Curie. They married the following year. Their relationship was built on love and mutual devotion to science. They spent countless hours together in the laboratory. They became fascinated by an unknown phenomenon, radioactivity. They began studying a mineral called pitchblende to understand why it emitted more radiation than pure uranium. Marie worked tirelessly, processing tons of pitchblende in a makeshift lab. In 1898, they discovered a new element, polonium, named in honor of her homeland. Later that year, they discovered radium. Marie introduced a new term, radioactivity, and was the first to suggest that it came from the atom itself, setting the stage for modern atomic physics. In 1903, Marie, Pierre, and Henry Becquerel were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. At first, the Nobel Committee intended to leave Marie out because she was a woman, but Pierre insisted her name be included, as her contribution was essential. She became the first woman ever to receive a Nobel Prize. In 1906, Pierre Curie died in a tragic street accident. Devastated but determined, Marie took over his professorship at the Sorbonne, becoming the university's first female lecturer. In 1911, she received her second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for her work in discovering and isolating radium and polonium. She became the only person ever to win Nobel Prizes in two different scientific disciplines. During World War, Marie designed mobile X-ray units called Little Curies that were used on the front lines to help treat wounded soldiers. She trained nurses in radiology and personally performed X-rays. Thanks to her work, over 1 million soldiers received critical medical help during the war. Marie died in 1934 from aplastic anemia, likely caused by long-term exposure to radiation. To this day, her lab notebooks remain radioactive and are stored in lead-lined boxes. Her daughter, Marie Curie, continued her legacy, also winning a Nobel Prize, making them a mother-daughter Nobel duo. Marie Curie left behind a legacy that forever changed physics, chemistry, and medicine. She proved that greatness is not determined by gender, nationality, or wealth, but by effort, passion, and devotion to science. Her story continues to inspire generations. If you were inspired by Marie Curie's incredible journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story of greatness, courage, and discovery. Let curiosity guide you. There's so much more to explore together.